Friday, April 6th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here on this Good Friday, heading into the Easter weekend. We've had an area of low pressure bring some rain through the night, some big thunderstorms yesterday too, from the mountains and then down into South Carolina. But some beautiful weather set to unfold here for the Easter weekend. Just a little chilly during the morning time. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Take a look at the storm reports from yesterday. Pretty good coverage of severe weather across the southeastern part of the country yesterday. And as far as the Carolinas were concerned, it was very interesting to watch the radar. You had a front that made it to right about there. And along, and just to the south of that front, you had just trailing areas of big-time thunderstorms rolling through. Now, the radar this morning during the 5 o'clock hours, this is really a wintertime looking storm system, low pressure right about there. You have this kind of deformation band set up here on the northwest side, and the rain's been cranking in that band through the night. But that is the back edge, and as that continues to pivot eastward, that's going to be it for the rain for the storm system. And I think most areas such as Charlotte, the Triad, will be into the sunshine as early as probably late this morning. There's your temperature map, and cooler air building on into the region. We're in the 40s in most spots this morning, certainly cooler, and I think today and tomorrow will be in the 60s for most of our highs, although tomorrow some of us could begin to top 70, and a chilly night ahead. In fact, a lot of frost and freeze products out all the way down to the mountains of North Carolina and southern Virginia, and as we get into tonight, I think it is fully possible that the foothills and the Piedmont will have some patchy frost to contend with, even over into the northern coastal plain too. So, if you have some plants in the ground already, like many do, you probably want to go ahead and cover them up this evening after the sun sets, and just take that precaution, as there's probably going to be some patchy frost in some spots tomorrow morning. There's the upper air chart. You've had these two pieces of energy. This is that big upper low that caused all the severe weather earlier this week, combining energy with that trough diving in from the north now. And then we watch for the next system, which is going to be a big trough that carves itself out as we get toward the middle part of next week. So for today, the low pressure pulling away, sunshine building in. We'll see some afternoon highs in the 60s, tons of afternoon sunshine today. Tonight, chilly, lows in the 30s across most of the region. And then tomorrow, it's probably upper 60s and lower 70s for highs. A little chilly for the sunrise services on Sunday morning. Probably a lot of low and mid 40s for lows, but Sunday afternoon's highs up into the 70s. Just a gorgeous Easter Sunday. Monday still looks nice too. Probably still low and maybe some mid 70s for highs Monday before we begin to get into that next push of chillier air. That's Monday, and here's Tuesday. And it looks like we're probably looking at low and mid 60s for highs Tuesday, Wednesday too. And we'll probably get our lows back down into the 30s on one or two mornings next week. So we might have another run with some patchy frost across the region. In fact, the European's colder than the GFS as we get into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So, and that'll be something to key on for next week. Later on in the week, we get our next precipitation producing system moving our way. That's what the GFS looks like for Friday. It looks pretty wet. European also looks pretty wet on Friday. So right now it's looking like a pretty good chance of rain next Friday. Okay, that is it for today. Everybody have a safe and blessed Easter weekend, and God bless.